Welcome to the FCPS Online Campus Health and Physical Education Orientation for the summer of 2019. Topics we will be covering are instructor introduction, course requirements, student expectation and policies, units for 9th and 10th grade including Blackboard Collaborate and workouts, grading, and tasks to complete ASAP. This summer, we have over 21 teachers on our summer staff for online health and PE. We represent most high schools in Fairfax County, and we are excited to work with you. PC requirements. You always want to have a backup. If you are using a Mac or an Apple product, you may encounter problems when uploading content. All of our Apple users, we always suggest that you submit documents as a .doc instead of .pages, which is going to be the default for Mac users. If you're having any problems, you always want to check your cookies to make sure that they're disabled and that you have updated your Java in QuickTime. If, again, you have any problems after that, I would suggest contacting your teacher. Student responsibilities. So you're going to want to log in to Blackboard Monday through Friday, definitely, possibly on Saturday, depending on the week. As far as your workload goes, it can be up to 6 hours a day. So you're going to have to figure out what's going to work best for you and the times that you're going to be able to submit your work and get your workouts in. You want to check your email twice a day and respond to any emails that are sent to you within 24 hours. Your progress reports will get sent to your fcpsschools.net address. So make sure that you're checking that email as well. And you need to participate in Blackboard Collaborate sessions daily. Please check with your teacher on the times. Late work policy. Students should make every effort to turn in work on time. If you miss a deadline, you want to email your instructor immediately. Deadlines are fixed and final. Blackboard times and date stamps every submission. Work that is submitted on time will be considered for full credit if done correctly and completely. Late work will be accepted before the next due date. Students not meeting deadlines may be asked to withdraw from the course. Due dates are not adjustable, so you want to plan ahead and work ahead. Communication is key, especially in the summertime and especially with the workload that we have. So you want to be your own advocate for yourself. If you're having a problem, you want to email your teacher immediately. We want to hear from you and not your parents. You can always CC your parents to keep them in the loop, but we want to hear from you. Remember that if we send out an email, you need to respond to that email within 24 hours if it asks you to. So being absent in summer school means that you're not turning in work, that you're not logging into Blackboard, or you're missing Blackboard Collaborate sessions. And because one day in summer school is essentially 1 week during the school year, one day could mean a warning email. The second day that you're absent, you get an official letter, and the third day that you're absent from class, you're going to get removed from the course. On this slide, you will see the units for 9th and 10th grade health and PE. Please note that for 9th grade, CPR and first aid, you will be doing the written stuff online, but you will be taking the test in your post-fitness testing. And also note for 10th grade units, if you've already completed driver's ed, you need to have a copy of your license and proof of completion that you must bring to pre-fitness testing so we can assign you an alternative assignment to complete at that time. And also with the driver's ed unit, in order to complete that class, you need to attend the parent teen safe driving presentation with a parent, which can be done online through Vedettes. Blackboard Collaborate is our virtual online classroom. So Blackboard Collaborates will be Monday through Friday, and you'll want to check with your teacher to find out the time of when your collab is. You always want to log in 10 to 15 minutes before your session. You must have earphones that plug into your computer that have a microphone. You cannot use a cell phone for collabs because it will not allow you to go into breakout rooms. Feedback can occur if you don't have earphones in, so you want to make sure that you are equipped with them. You must participate in all class discussions, and if you are more than 5 minutes late to your lesson, you could be locked out and not given credit. There is a picture of what a headset looks like above that you can purchase for Blackboard Collabs. I personally like to use my iPhone earbuds for the collab, and they work fine as well. Just make sure that you test something out ahead of time so that way you aren't waiting till last minute to figure out what works for you. Okay, summer school workouts. So for 9th and 10th grade, the workouts are the same. You do 2 workouts per day, Monday through Friday. Saturday is a makeup day, but it must be approved ahead of time by your teacher. Your workouts can be done in either 2 30-minute sessions or 1 60-minute session. Those are your only choices. Activity logs are different each day, so you want to pay close attention to what you are responsible for. You should sync your Fitbit daily so that way you do not lose your information, and you do not ever want to leave your Fitbit in workout mode all day. You're going to start and stop it after each workout. Please keep in mind that you want to keep your Fitbit safe at all times because it costs $150 to replace it, so you definitely don't want to lose it. This is an example of our due date calendar, which is also located on Blackboard under assignments. You want to print this, post this, follow it. You can set reminders for yourself, whatever is going to be the easiest way possible for you to make sure that you know what is due each day that you have class. The first time that you're uploading a workout can be a little tricky, and especially with Fitbit sometimes you might be having some issues. Maybe you're not setting it up properly. Well, for those problems, we have a help/tutorial tab for you on Blackboard. Once you click on that, they will give you access to our Fitbit documents where you can find anything from troubleshooting your Fitbit to restoring your Fitbit to how you can copy and paste screenshots into your workout logs and sample logs for you to look at. Please make sure that when you're installing your software for Fitbit, you do not use your FCPS email address. You need to use another one for that account. Grading in the summertime. So progress reports are going to be sent out daily. Any blank entries on your progress report are not going to help or harm your grade. Sometimes you may see an NA on your progress report, and that just means that you're not responsible for that lesson. So an example for that could be if you already have your driver's license and you're doing the alternative assignments during that time, you're not going to be responsible for doing the modules. You always want to work ahead, especially in driver's ed, because there's a lot of different requirements and you don't want to be waiting on an instructor to get back to you and them not get back to you in time. So always work ahead. Speaking of grading, plagiarism will not be tolerated. Summer school PE is the same as during the school year, and we follow the FCPS SR&R just like you do during the school year. Non-compliance will result in a referral to the online campus, a deduction of a grade, and possible removal from the course. Medical excuses. So as far as medical excuses go in the summertime, if you're sick and not able to work for 3 days or less, you need to have parent notification. So a parent can email is probably the best way to do that. After those 3 calendar days, you will need to get an FCPS physician's referral form, and that needs to be filled out by a doctor immediately, scanned to the teacher, and then this form can be found under the assignment tab, orientation, and forms. All of your work must be made up. So just a few little reminders. I know that this can seem a little taunting at first, but the biggest things is you really just want to be proactive. So don't leave anything till last minute. If you leave something till last minute and you're emailing your teacher at 11:45 at night, most of them are not going to get back to you till the next day, and that's when the assignment will be late. So be proactive. Don't leave work till last minute. Always contact your teacher with any questions, problems, illnesses. Keep your teacher in the loop. Communication is going to be key. And then always have a backup plan for your computer. We know that life happens and things happen, but you always want to make sure that you have some sort of backup plan should something happen. And then always too, if you're working ahead, then you'll be able to solve that problem pretty quickly as well. Some common excuses we hear. I did work out, but my watch didn't record it. I did send the assignment, but you didn't get it. My computer wasn't working. I was out of town, so I could not complete this. Again, these are common excuses we hear, but that doesn't mean that they're acceptable excuses. So you really need to be proactive and plan ahead so that way these things don't happen. All right, so let's get started. There are a few things that are due shortly after this course begins. So hopefully your instructor has sent you an email on specific dates and items that are due. Some things that you can get started on right away if you haven't already is you want to make sure that your technology checklist is completed, your parent confirmation email, which the directions will be on the next slide. You want to complete the Google survey. You want to have your science syllabus ready for fitness testing. You can complete the practice assignment, which goes onto Blackboard, and you can also register and pay for Vedettes. You can take anything that's on your due date calendar, especially in that first week, and you can start tackling that because that will really help you working ahead. If you have any questions, you want to email your teacher immediately with any questions that you have, and we will see you at fitness testing. Thank you guys so much for listening to our orientation for summer of 2019. We're excited for a fun summer with you. At this time, a parent will need to send an email from the account that you gave when registering for the class with the following statement: I have read and understood the expectations and policies for online PE. Hopefully you guys have a great summer with us. We're looking forward to it. Thanks.